Hello everyone, this is Flammy and welcome back to another Let's Play episode. Today we're going to be talking about the new update that just came out, so stay tuned for all my thoughts on that. We're going to cover that right now and then go into some attacks later. So what is new? As hinted on the Facebook page, there are some new things added to the game. First off, we have new level 6 units, which was what I talked about in my previous video. I can't show you what any of them are because I am not a Town Hall 9. I will show you some of their graphics in a minute when we'll visit the top leaderboards. Beyond that, there are new leaderboards themselves. So I'll pull that up here. It's a little slow to load. I wonder if that's because everyone's checking out the new leaderboards or what. But if you go to top players, you can now have a local, which is done by country, or global. Confused reports as to whether this is based on your iTunes account or your actual location. Some people saying it goes either way. So we'll see on that one. But as you can see here, we've got the top 7 players here, down to Rachel. If you go over to the US leaderboards, Rachel is going to be the 3rd. So that means of the top 7, only 3 are in the US, which is interesting. I already knew Jorge Yao was in the US from my interview with him. But interesting to hear all the others. Okay, as for other stuff, let's see what's going on. So in your actual clan, new players are tagged as new. So let's go open up my clan and see if we can see any of that. I saw it in an example in the top clan, so I'm not sure if we... Okay, so there's a new one. And that, I think, was joined anytime in the last week, which is interesting. You can actually see it in other people's clans as well. So, cool stuff there. That does work. New people are fitting on the leaderboard, so I assume that means they extended the number of people. Actually, I can pull up what rank I am. That'll be sort of interesting to see. So, if we go to top players, which of course is still slow, I can come all the way down to the bottom. If you weren't aware of this, it shows you your rank at the bottom. Past the top... Oh, it goes past the top 50. That's what they extended. Okay. Wonder what they extended to. 100? Oh, come on. Not too long, please. It used to stop at 50, and then right below 50 it'd say what rank you were. So, okay, down to 200. Interesting. I find that annoying, actually. Well, you can see what rank I am right here in the middle of these bottom 5. For the top global, looks like I'm around 340,000. And for the US, let's see what that does. Gotta go down to 200 again, so it's gonna take a minute. Other than that, we do have some new traps. So we have both air bombs and air-seeking bombs. Those are both traps. Very interesting on the air-seeking bombs is you actually pay for them with Dark Elixir. So I'll be showing you those in a second. I'm not sure if I can actually buy them on this account, but we'll see. Okay, so 340,000. Well, I'm 75,000 on just the US. I wonder what my main account is, because that'll be a lot higher than that. Relatively high, actually. That's interesting. Okay, so as I said, new stuff. So as you can see on the shop icon on the bottom right, there's a 3. That indicates a new number of things I can build. So I'm going to assume most of those are traps, but let's find out. As you can see, all 3 are under defenses, so we'll click that. And we'll come over here. So, new bomb right there. And new air-seeking mine, that's what they call it. So it costs 600 Dark Elixir, which is very interesting. I'll buy an air bomb just for fun. I think I can do 2 of them. Yeah, okay. So I'll pull it out so you can see it easily, actually. But it's got little balloons on it. And something interesting about this is you can actually see the radius of activation on this. So that's actually a really big radius. Let's look at some of the spring traps. Springtrap, you can actually, there is a circle there. It's really teeny though. Not sure if you guys can see that, but it's like within the green arrows. That's interesting as well. Let's look at some of the other stuff. Do I have any normal bombs sitting around? Oh, I need to replace my spring traps. Oh, thanks for the archers. And as predicted for the unit upgrades, they are a Town Hall 9 as predicted. They do cost more than I thought though, but let me find out where these bombs are, how big the bomb radius is. I'm just sort of curious about this. Oh, I don't even need to buy it. Look at that. That's interesting. So that's pretty much what I expected. I thought it was 1 square on either side, and that's exactly what it is. Very fun stuff. Okay, so as for the new unit costs, they are Town Hall level 9 required, as I predicted in my video. The actual costs themselves are Barbarian is 6 million Elixir, Archer is 7.5 million, Giant is 6 million, and Balloon is 6 million, so more expensive than I thought. As for how much the upgrades actually do, Giants do I'll pull up the units actually for this part. I have to do it in the barracks. And the giants are going to do 37 damage per second. So this is level 4. I'm talking about level 6 here. They use 37 damage per second at 800 health. Barbarians do 26 damage per second. Well, I'll pull them up as well. Barbarians do 26 damage per second at 110 health. That's really interesting, keeping up in that. I think this is extra 20 health. That's pretty important. And then archers do 22 damage per second at 44 health. So nearly equal to the barbarians, actually only 4 less, which is pretty interesting. And 44 health. Shows you how weak they are by comparison to barbarians right there. Alright, what else is new? Let's go check out the top leaderboards and see if we can see some new things. Oh yeah, they also released level 11 archer towers. So, I mean, that doesn't really affect me very much, but for high level players that will change stuff. That will make a couple changes, yeah. That'll make it better, easier to defend against dragons. Sorry, I'm trying to remember who I was visiting. Okay guys, here we are at one of the top level bases. As you can see, we do have some new graphics here. If you're not familiar with the level 5 units, I can tell you those balloons right there look very different. They are now black with skulls and extra spikes. That's pretty interesting looking. The archers as well, these are level 6 archers. Here I can pull up the army camp and show you. Level 6 archers, level 6 balloons. Those are only 2 of the units, but you sort of get the idea. The archers also have this sort of little crown looking thing to make them sort of into mini archer queens. As for the archer king and queen themselves, they have an interesting update, which is you can now see their radius and the correct stats when you click on them. So I just clicked on the archer queen, and when I zoom out, you'll see the circles actually moving with her. So when she walks around, the circle's moving. I thought it would be centered on the little platform that like the barbarian king's resting on, but it's actually on her. Oh look, the king just finished as we were watching. So as you can see you can now see the stats in here. So 374 damage was broken before, and 2000 health, and regeneration time actually got lowered a lot. So it's down to 234 minutes, I guess, for the fully upgraded barbarian queen, which is a lot less than it was before. As for other updates, there are 2 new achievements, which is actually pretty exciting. I'm glad that Supercell's adding these, and I'm sure everyone will be happy to see these. So one of them is somewhat predictable. It is for stealing Dark Elixir, and it is called Heroic Heist. Pretty good name for it. And the other one is called Mortar Mauler for destroying mortars in multiplayer. So you can see those two right there. So 3 different levels for new achievements, and that'll be exciting to get in the near future. Okay then, I think that is it. I'm going to go search and talk about a few of the last sort of bug changes during this last update. Well, I guess it's not just bug changes as much as balance things. So, interesting about Teslas and P.E.K.K.A.s. Teslas now prioritize P.E.K.K.A.s. It explains it as P.E.K.K.A.s because they receive extra damage. P.E.K.K.A.s now receive extra damage from hidden Teslas. I'm curious to see what that bonus is. There's also something pretty interesting that Supercell is going in that direction of like certain things do more damage against certain things, because that is a change as well. And I'm excited about that because I think that was somewhat needed. So I'm glad to hear that. So yes, P.E.K.K.A.s are now get extra damage from and are focused down by Teslas. I'm very curious how that will affect higher level play. Beyond that, spells, their research time has been greatly reduced. So whereas before it was like at least 2 hours for every spell, that has all been chopped in half. So for me, lightning now takes 1 hour and heal takes 1.5, as opposed to it taking, what was it before? It was something like 2 and 3 before, I'm pretty sure. So that's a good change as well, and I might have to change my spell use habits based on that, because before I was sort of a reactionary spell user, and I think a lot of people were as well, and this might make me more into a proactive spell user, especially with things like rage spells, which I don't have yet unlocked on this account, but soon. Beyond that, level wall 9 and level 9 and 10 walls both got upgraded to get more health. I'm not sure how much and if it will really matter that much, but I'm sure high-level players will find that very important, actually, especially in terms of attacking with P.E.K.K.A.s and wall breakers. Interesting design here. Not great upgraded defenses for the splash damage buildings, especially. I'd gotta look for a little bit more gold. I'm looking for both elixir and gold. Elixir because I want to just try to start the spell factory upgrade, just because I've got a worker, and it's a good thing to do. I think we're going to take on this one, though, right here. So, what have we got? We've got Town Hall 7 going to 8. We've got 2 air defenses. Both of them are very exposed. Poorly upgraded mortars and wizard towers, and not very good upgraded archer towers. This should be a pretty easy fight. First, I'm going to check for clan castle guys. And we do have some. Only a few, though. So that should be easy. Okay, we're going to come right into here. There is a cannon exposed on the left, which means all these guys are going to go after them. Stupid spring traps. Hopefully we won't run into too many of those. Someone has attacked recently, so that should indicate that there won't be a ton of those. I'm going to deploy archers and other stuff out here to help destroy defenses. And then we'll look around and see how we can help make this attack go smoother. So, giants are all focusing down buildings, which is good, like they're supposed to be. We are sort of losing a few guys due to the point defenses, but I think we're doing alright still. I'm going to put down more archers just to help out with the defenses over the walls. Okay, interesting, the mortar. So, giants are going this way, which is actually a good thing because if they go down that side, they're out of range of some of the defenses. I'm not going to be attacking twice after this, so I don't mind deploying my entire army. I also might not rebuild it if I don't have enough elixir, and that's alright too. So yeah, just deploying more heavily. I put down archers down here in the corner, especially because the giants are breaking through not to hit the mortar, so I'll just take out the mortar myself. Some traps, no biggie. Traps just soften units for splash. They don't actually kill like that, so not really concerned. As for giants, we have plenty of giants still alive, so I'm not really worried about that part. Now let us just deploy more things over here, though. Wizard Tower is actually nearly dead from archers, but didn't quite die. Resource-wise, we are just finishing them up right now, with 90% destroyed, so that's looking pretty good. So overall for this update, it's not a huge amount of content, but I really do like the direction Supercell is going. So I must say I'm very happy about that part. What do I mean by that? Well, one, spending Dark Elixir on buildings. That's a big change and means that we'll probably see more of that in the future. So very happy to see that. Two, continuing to add unit upgrades. That's good. Working on balance. That's really good. Beyond that, some of the big updates that were sort of touted on Facebook, like the clan stuff, I don't find super effective. I'd rather see like new clan ranks and stuff. But it's alright, I guess. Beyond that, okay, let's see what is going on here. So I do have one free worker, one worker finishing up in just in a day and a quarter, which means we can spend some gold, and then I can upgrade this spell factory for 800,000. So that's looking pretty good. Let us go ahead and do that then. Okay, so upgrading wall-wise, I'm going to focus on these ones in here. I did record 2 episodes yesterday, but unfortunately it crashed, so I'm not going to be able to upload them because the video was completely lost, which is very disappointing. Very disappointing. I was pretty pissed about that, because they're good attacks too. So I'll just cover real briefly what I went over in that. So we did have wall breakers finish up in here. We did have actually, let me check the damage on these air bombs. Oh, I can't. I'll need to check that online because you can't check trap damage. I'll explain why I'm putting those out there in a second. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, what finished up? So we did have a cannon. This cannon finished up, and this army camp finished up. And then I did this barracks to one more level higher, and I started this archer tower. That's what happened in the last videos, which you guys, they're now gone. Sorry, dead. I will re-record them, so this is going to be the new episode 21, I think. We'll see. Okay, why am I putting spring traps out here? Well, not spring traps, air bombs. They look like traps with the wooden doors. The air bombs I'm going to put out here because if someone brings in giants to take out this air defense, and I'm hoping that this air bomb is only activated by air units within that radius. As soon as this air defense goes down, they're going to put out a healer right out here. So I'm putting these down strategically so they are in a position where they will immediately attack that healer and hopefully take it out. So that is my goal there. Beyond that, I'm curious if we're ever going to lose healers in the future. This will be exciting to see. Okay, that's it, guys, for this episode. I'm not going to do a base review, but please let me know what you think about this new update in the comment section. And I really want to hear what you guys think. And let me know like what level, Town Hall level you are, and sort of what range of the game you're at, and what you think about these upgrades, what you're most excited for, or what you think is a bad update. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. I do 1 to 2 videos every day. And if you are subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. I love you. And please like and comment to show your appreciation. That's all, folks. Have a great day.